Hello everyone, my name is Arguelles and welcome to HD Corner. So for today's video, we'll be having a short lecture about the importance of having enough intake of water. So I hope as I further discuss, you will listen and watch. So now, let's start. Hello everyone, again my name is Arguelles and going to present to you the title of my presentation, which is Drink Your Water. So for the introduction, we all know that water is essential to life. According to studies that you can survive without food for up to months, but without water, humans can survive only for days. And about 50 to 75% of our body is water, and we need to maintain that level of water throughout the day to keep our body productive and to prevent any health problems. And water makes up a large percentage of the body in muscles, fat cells, blood, and even bones. For another part of introduction, that the average adult loses about 2.5 liters of water daily through perspiration, breathing, and elimination. Despite its well-established importance, water is often in dietary recommendation, and the importance of adequate water intake is not mentioned. So the purpose of this lecture is to discuss the importance of enough water intake to our body and to our health. So for the water requirement, the term dehydration is very important. Dehydration is caused by a decrease in total body water content, which can be caused by either less fluid intake or higher fluid loss. Dehydration is characterized by a dry mouth, thirst, headache, and lethargy. For the water requirement, according to Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the amount of water ingested per day comes from foods, plain drinking water, and other beverages. And daily fluid intake recommendations may vary by age, sex, pregnancy, and breastfeeding status. According to WHO Western Pacific region, the general recommendation for adults is to drink at least 2 liters of water per day or 8 glasses of water. The majority of healthy people can keep themselves hydrated by drinking water and other fluids whenever they are thirsty. For some people, less than 8 glasses per day may be sufficient. However, for those with physical jobs, exercising, or living in hot climates, more is needed, up to 4 liters or more. Another part of water requirement is here the list of some several reasons that may require you to adjust your total fluid intake. First on the list is the exercise. So if you're an athlete or if you engage in any activity that causes you to sweat, you should drink enough water to compensate for the fluid loss. Water should be consumed before, during, and after exercise. Next on the list is environment. Sweating is a natural reaction to hot or humid weather, and it needs more fluid intake, like here in the Philippines. And high heights also can cause dehydration, so those people mostly living in the mountains, they are prone to dehydration. Next on the list is our overall health. And one example is just when we have fever or we are vomiting and we have diarrhea, our body loses fluids. So we must drink additional water to compensate to the fluid loss. And bladder infection and urinary tract stones are two more illnesses that may necessitate greater fluid intake. Last on the list is breastfeeding and pregnancy. So we all know that if you're pregnant or nursing, you might need to drink more fluid to stay hydrated. It will be better for you and for the baby. And now we're going to talk about the health benefits of water. So we all know that water is crucial for keeping our body working properly and feeling healthy. It does more than just to relieve our thirst. Water is required for nearly all of our body's essential systems to function and survive. And you'll be surprised how beneficial being hydrated is to our body. So here are some benefits of enough water intake in our health. So according to what I've researched, when heat activates sweat glands, these glands bring the water along with the body salts to the surface of the skin as sweat. Once on the surface, the water evaporates. Water evaporating from the skin cools the body, keeping a temperature in a healthy range. Next on the list is moistens tissues in the eyes, nose, and mouth. So it's very obvious that we need to drink a lot of water to stay hydrated and to avoid dryness of our eyes, nose, and mouth. And next is protects body organs and tissues. Keeping your body hydrated help it retain optimum levels of moisture in these sensitive areas, as well as in the blood, bones, and brain. In addition, water helps protect the spinal cord and it acts as a lubricant and cushion for your joints. Next on the list is carries nutrients and oxygen to cells. Water has a very important function that keep us alive. They deliver oxygen and nutrients to the cells and take away waste materials which are then eliminated with urination. Next is lessens burden on the kidneys and the liver by flushing out waste products which could crystallize to form kidney stones if the body did not receive enough fluids. And lastly, help dissolve minerals and nutrients to make them accessible to our body. So by drinking water, it helps in the digestion, breaking down food so that our body can absorb the nutrients, which is the role of the saliva, which is released in our mouth by the salivary glands and to begin the process of digestion. For the conclusions, consuming the enough water, you're helping your body function better and improving your overall health. And hydration is not the only benefit of water you will experience from maintaining a good level of daily water intake. So like we have discussed earlier, there's a lot of benefits that we can get in maintaining a good level of daily water intake in our body and our health. So as I end my presentation and my lecture, I hope you learned something and may you realize the importance of having enough water intake in our body and in our health. And always remember that water is important and water is life. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel HD Corner. See you on our next video.